Good evening, folks. This is Diamond from the Oppenheimer Ranch Project giving you a grand solar minimum update on Friday, October 6, 2017 at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Yesterday, I made a video on the fireballs that were over Shangri-La. Well, we have a day later, we have a very bright fireball streaking over Western France, making Asia Minor a very hot area. A very bright fireball streaked across the night sky over Western France. Here's the video footage. So we have 4 reported fireballs in a 24-hour period over there in Asia. Something to be on the lookout for. Anbay, I talked about Anbay yesterday. It was at 4. It has been lowered to level 3. This is the island that was completely evacuated of 14,000 individuals. In Vanuatu, this is not the Bali island, where 150,000 were evacuated. This is a basaltic, less violent type eruption, more like Hawaii, and they lowered the level down. It says that the eruptive activity remains stable at Anbay. In Vanuatu, the alert level was level from down to 3 from 4 on October 6. The eruption is continuing but remains stable. Okay, so hopefully these people will be safe when they get let back in. But what I do have to show you is an impressive eruption that took place in Mexico's Popocatépetl. Popocatépetl. That's how you say it. Popocatépetl. There it is. Let's give you a full screen on that. This thing is badass. Look at this thing. Popocatépetl erupting within the last 24 hours in this most spectacular display. Folks, it's going to be easy to witness some of these volcanic eruptions moving forward because they're going to be so plentiful. And then this is a nighttime shot. You can see the stars in the background. But this is just an amazing eruption. There's 2 videos. One's up to 3 minutes long of this. And I'll show you the beginning again. Boom! There she blows. Increased cosmic ray flux going into the grand solar minimum, increasing the muons in the subsurface and the bubble magma hypothesis, heating that area in the lithosphere, causing more frequent eruptions. That's what we have looking forward to as we move forward in the grand solar minimum, more volcanic activity. So here's impressive shots. You'll get links to this. What else do we want to talk about? There was a strong 5.9 earthquake reported right next to Fukushima today. Okay? And if you go to the USGS map, what they're showing right here is a lie. Okay? They're showing a 4.9 and a 5.4. And there was also a 6.0 earlier today. Now this has been downgraded. If you go to the Japanese Meteorological Agency here, the Fukushima earthquake is 5.9 at 50 kilometers. Something's happening here in the USGS here, downgrading this to a 5.4. That's embarrassing. That is complete fabrication of the truth. Close up here. It is the Iwaki, 20 kilometers offshore. Notice the scale. This Iwaki earthquake here is the one that has been downgraded by a magnitude of 500. That is complete fraud. So we want to keep an eye on USGS moving forward as to how they're reporting earthquakes, especially ones that are next to Fukushima. I'll leave you links to all this, including the article on the strong magnitude 5.9. Another thing I want to cover is the recent blizzard in the last 48 hours that happened in Montana earlier this week. It was a record. It goes back to 1898. If you guys know, that was during the Gleisberg minimum, and we're going into the modern minimum, which is going to eclipse the Dalton minimum and the Maunder minimum. I'll leave you links to this. Another fascinating thing here, record high snowfall. The National Weather Service reported a total of 13 inches in Havre City, and that broke the record at 12.6. That was a 2-day total there. The 2-day total. The 1-day total broke the 2-day total. Another interesting fact here, as we go into the grand solar minimum, we're going to see strange things happening with animals. They had no idea what this was outside of Denver in the weather radar. Turns out to be butterflies, massive amounts of butterflies yesterday lighting up the sky in Denver. They say they're migrating this way, so I didn't see any butterflies today, but we had 60-mile-an-hour sustained winds all day in the valley here. So hopefully tomorrow I'll see some butterflies. Moving on, grand solar minimum update. What we have is record flooding. As we get the cosmic ray flux and more cloud cover, we're going to have more epic rains. Massive rain, worst flooding in records hit southern Norway. Give you a flyby here. This is some nice drone footage. You can see the devastation. That's a car driving down there right here. Check it out. This is record flooding in Norway. Give you another shot here. A little bit of an action shot. This is broken dams. I saw multiple broken dams and bridges from this flooding. It's just amazing. Take a look at that. Take a look at the power of water. As we progress into the grand solar minimum, expect more of this. This is going to happen in your area. If you live nearby lakes, rivers, and streams, which I'm sure you do, you're going to be experiencing some of this flooding moving forward. It will be biblical. And I want to leave you on one other topic. There's been bubonic plague on the increase being reported. Let me give you a quick rundown on what plague is. The plague is spreading in Madagascar. And what happens is as the crops fail, the rats die. So rats are living off of the grain crops in this part of Madagascar. If the crops fail, there's nothing for the rats to eat. If the rats die, there's nothing for the fleas to eat. And then the fleas jump onto humans and they give them bubonic plague. So this is what we have to look forward to as crop failures ensue, as the cloud cover spreads and the deadly flooding happens globally. We're going to be on the lookout for plague. So it's important to keep your immune system up and to start growing food now. We're going to be covering this topic moving forward. I have multiple different greenhouse designs here I'm working on that I'm going to be showing you how-to videos on how to create your own climate battery and grow your own food, because we're going to need it in the future. This is going to be a devastating situation moving forward. Guys, I hope you liked the video. If you like what you saw and you like the nonsense that the USGS is doing with the earthquake reporting, please subscribe to our channel and share this with like-minded individuals. Thanks for watching. Be safe.